one is going to be a little more traditional, and then the other one's going to be a little more wild. So that's what we're doing. So I'm using Nuln oil, and I'm just going to basically do a wash in this first one. This is going to be the clean one. And I'm using a real thick brush, and I want it nice and wet, because I just want to dirty it up. I think it looks a little too clean. And I'm going to make it nice and dirty, a little bit more murky looking. I'm going to use a lot of this, especially on the back. Alright, so we got our wash done. It's a little bit dirtier, and just comparison to the other Falcon, it's much darker. I'm happy with that. Now the next step is to do the back here, because that's just unacceptable. So I'm going to use some Altdorf Guard blue and some white scar, and I'm going to mix them up. I'm going to do a layer of blue in first, and then a layer of white, and then finally mixing the two together. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so this is how it's come out so far. I'm going to come back and do a little bit more of just straight blue around the very edges, because I've tried to get a little bit of a fade from white in the center and a little bit more blue as it extends out. But it looks like it kind of all blended together a little bit, so I'm going to do a little more, but it's probably going to be about it. Alright, so I think it came out pretty good. The last step is the gun. The quad laser cannon, I want to do that black, because I'm pretty sure it's black in the movie. So I'll use my tiny brush for that. Okay, that wasn't too bad. There's the finished product, and here's the comparison to the other one. So, a huge improvement. And next, we're going to start on this one. So yeah, we're using Abaddon Black. We're doing the next one now, and this is going to take a long time because there's so many. Alright, so here it is. We've got the whole thing done with just the base coat of black. One thing with black is black doesn't stand out all that good. It can be hard to really notice that it looks black. It doesn't always look dark enough. So one thing that was suggested to me is do the black real thick, make sure it gets in the lines, and then do a dry top coat with a mix of black and blue. So that's what I've done here. Now this looks pretty much black or grayish, but there's blue in there, and I'm going to do a drier top coat with that, and we'll see how it turns out. So already right here you can see that it is contrasting with the black a little bit. Now that's obviously really wet because I just put that on, but see, I'm just trying to get the top, not trying to get all in the lines and in the detail. And it should make the black that's in the depths of the crevices stand out a little bit more. See how it looks when it's all done and dried. Okay, I think it looks a little darker, a little more black, and I'm going to probably do a little yellow with some of the contrast. I'm going to do flash glitz yellow, and probably put a little gray. I might go with some Runefang steel for some of the other parts. Alright, it's all the black is done and the black and blue is done, and I put a little Ard coat, which is right on the windows of the cockpit, and I'm going to do that now so I don't have to get there, because I'm going to do some yellow on the lining of the cockpit, and I don't want to have to go over the lining. Alright, so here I'm basically just doing a flat brush, just barely touching the edges of some of the raised parts. So I want to do some of the wiring on the outside, and I kind of went over this in my Thai Advanced video. The technique I do, I just smooth out and fan out the brush and then barely tap it. Okay, that's how it came out so far. I like the lines, they came out pretty nice. I'm going to do some chrome now. Alright, I went ahead and did some chrome parts, and I did the dish in chrome, and then I went ahead and did the back also the same way as I did the other one, except I just used a greenish blue instead of straight blue. So there they are, folks. Both Falcons. Let me know what you think.